Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then?
This
Where's
is
the
Dave Life with
paperwork of the
DLTV
cabinet
News.
is
Welcome
filed
back
in?
to part 3 of Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. And like as we said earlier in part 1, Drake and Kendrick have been going at it for a few weeks now, actually for a few years, but it really got picked up when Drake and J. Cole came out with First Person Shooter back in October of 2023. Kendrick responded with Like That verse in March of 2022, where he said, MF the big 3 is just big me. J. Cole came out with a 7-minute drill, and he did that, and then he quickly backed out and said, you know what? I was kind of baited into it. I don't want to do this. So he got out of the fight. That must go hard. All right, let's go to the last part of part 4. The Heart Part 6. So Drake dropped the Heart Part 6 a day later, May 5th, after Kendrick blazed him with Meet the Grams and Not Like Us. That's really what we've been discussing. We've been discussing family matters, Meet the Grams, in my opinion, and I think everybody on the panel agreed that Meet the Grams beat Family Matters, and then Not Like Us was like the final death blow. Right, he hit him with a worldwide club banger, and so Drake tries to come back with the Heart Part 6. The Heart Part 6. In this track, dropped on May 5th, Drake continues to claim that Kendrick's son is not his. His son is possibly that of his business partner and manager, Dave Free. Kendrick is a woman beater, is what Drake claims, and he also claims that he baited Kendrick with false information, and that Kendrick took the bait. So therefore, Drake is positioning himself as a master manipulator.
What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with is so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you.
But I'm gonna ask the panel. Look, guys, I felt like Drake was backpedaling, and I heard Joe Budden say, "I like Drake on offense more than I like him on defense." It felt like he was just defending everything. He didn't say nothing new. He didn't attack K-Dot. He just tried to refute. And I think when you playing defense that much and you're not even trying to score the ball, hey, you're losing. You're backpedaling. Did y'all feel the same way about the Heart Part 6?
Yeah, Who said that? It was a final round clinch.
Joe Budden said that.
It wasn't a knockout blow. It was a clinch. It was a when you hug the other boxer, like, oh, hold on, wait, you hit me too hard.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like in the game of chess, Kendrick put him in check and he laid his king down. I feel like that was check and mate. So this song was a way to say, well, I don't want for you guys to think that I quit, so I'm gonna throw a couple of shots, but at the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and lay this king down. Because when Drake fans were like, yeah, did you hear it? He said he tricked him. It's like, nah, I tricked you. So even though I lost, at least I tricked you. Like that's kind of how this song felt. Like, you know, even though you just socked me all upside my head and kicked me in my ribs and I'm beaten and bloody, at least I finessed you. You know, it's like when you play basketball and we win the game, but you like, yeah, but did you see that highlight reel shot that I got on you?
Ain't no moral victories.
On you in the third quarter, so you won by 27. But I dunked on you in the third quarter, so we're gonna remember how I dunked on you with that little lie about the fake dart.
Ain't no moral victories. Ain't no moral victories in war. You know what I'm saying? Street fights ain't fair. Bottom line. And Kendrick whooped his ass.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like if you having a roast battle and I'm winning, so you go to say, well, you broke though.
That ain't even what we talking about, bruh.
Yeah, exactly. Like we over here going on, oh, your shoes is dirty. Oh,
There
your
it
hat
is.
is dirty. Your watch is fake. And then you like, yeah, but your mama don't love you though.
Jasmine, how did you feel when you heard the Heart Part 6? Was there any consolation in him doing that track? Did he recover at all, or it wasn't enough?
No, it wasn't enough. He sounded defeated. He was done. He sounded irritated. He was done. And his fans, whatever he says, his fans will believe and they'll run with it. So it was done. It was over. It was over before he even put the song out. And isn't the Heart Part or the Heart, isn't that Kendrick's song?
He just wanted to use that title so Kendrick couldn't use it. It was a strategic move. It was the last little parting shot as he fell out of the ring.
But it was too late. But it was too late. He got dunked on, balls in his face. No diddy. Like,
exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
What can you do?
It was a fly way to lay his king down. Like, you know, as I throw the towel, I'm gonna throw a rock with the towel.
Right.
Great segue. So that concludes part 4. But before we get out of here, you know, it got real. Drake's security at his home in Toronto was shot in the chest about 2 days after the Heart Part 6 came out. And some people allege that if his bodyguard or his security guard hadn't been shot, that Drake would have continued with another track. I don't believe that. I think it was done, and I think that Drake was, like you said, Uncle Dolomite, he sat his king down. Boom, that was it. But how do y'all feel that, and we can talk about this again in another episode, but how do y'all feel the fact that it went to the streets now? You know, do you feel that this was related to the K-Dot situation, or do you feel like this is some crazy fans, or you feel like this is possibly another beef that has spilled over into reality in Drake's world?
I feel like it's the Weeknd beef, because I think the Weeknd's like manager or producer had got shot right before that, and both them dudes are from Canada. Like, you know, even though Kendrick was rapping, at no point did he say, "Don't come to LA." You know,
agreed.
You know, there were no shots of those types. Like, it wasn't like we on the way to Canada, me and the homies, we finna go slide on you. Like, this wasn't one of those. So when I heard about the shooting, I knew for a fact that it was nothing related to this battle. But at the same time, you know, he's been at it with dudes in Canada.
Yeah.
You know, that house that got shot up was in Canada. So it's like, you know, that's some Canadian beef. That's a Canadian bacon.
Yeah, no pun intended. And you know, Cash XO, the manager of the Weeknd, he also helped start the label with the Weeknd. You know, they used to all be cool with Drake. So I want to cover that in the next episode of DaveLifeTV News. So Jazz, anything you want to say about the shooting, or we've said it all?
You said it all.
Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys for joining. It's Uncle Dolomite, the comedian, and Jasmine Sweets, host of Sweet Serenade. I'm Dave Life, host of Dave Life TV News and the After Dark podcast. I appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next time on DLTV News.